what really brought about this unruly behavior at the assembly? I'll start with you, Bwana Samuel.
Thank you very much, but I want to correct the impression that you are putting here that it was Jubilee against CORD.
Okay.
Myself, I come from the CORD fraternity.
That's right.
And I have an oversight role that I have to play in the house. And that's exactly what I was doing. I'm not in Jubilee in any way.
Even today when you had gone to report and you had them flanking you and supporting you?
I have quite a number of support from members of the CORD fraternity. And if you can see from the clip and the footage, you can see how many members attacked me. Out of 65 members, a fraction that attacked me was less than 15 members.
And it mostly was the MCAs from the CORD side?
Those one who attacked me, of course, most of them, about 15 members who are from the CORD side. And from a certain community, you can actually investigate. And
what you have on the table, sir, is this what you were going to table in the county assembly this afternoon?
Sure, this is what I'm going to table.
Is this what you have here? What does it contain?
It contains quite a number of issues that the governor has to respond to. If at all, I'll be given the nod by the members of the House so that we can proceed to the Senate as the law requires.
Yeah.
Gonna addresses about these issues, and they are very pertinent issues that I've sought from his administration.
Hopefully give you an opportunity to line them out. But first, to the Makongeni MCA, Peter Imwatok. Why was there such an opposition to his tabling of this report?
I don't think there was such an opposition.
He didn't even get a chance to start.
The oversight role that my brother we come from the same constituency. As he well puts it, this was not a war between the Jubilee and CORD.
Right.
It's rightly right, because we are from the same party, in particular ODM under the coalition of...
Strangely so then, it seems that it's more a fight within
that's what
CORD.
you see, at that particular moment, sometimes you fail to understand what happened. But the notion that he was being flogged by the fellow MCA is not true.
Well, it's not quite the notion, because we could see it and we could actually play some of the clips, I'm sure.
I can run through the procedures. As a party ODM, we have a collective responsibility as a coalition government within the county government. Any such a magnitude of motion must pass through some procedures, an agreement between the same coalition, because we have Wiper with us, we have Food Kenya with us, we have ODM with us. So I cannot just wake up one morning, we are on reading the motions. Let me take the history. Such a motion in all county assemblies, if you go to the last one, impeachment, it has to be presided by the speaker himself. These are the things some of the members from the CORD coalition were shocked. What's going on?
Yes.
Because the speaker is not in the House.
Yes.
Who approved this?
But wasn't it reported that Olemagelo did actually give the
Let me tell you one thing.
nod?
What you're supposed to
Is it true? Did he or did he not give the nod?
He approved.
He approved.
But what's supposed to be done in assembly, my brother is a member of the speaker's panel, and he knows. As such a magnitude of motion must first be started by a communication by the speaker. There was no communication at that particular moment as the Speaker of the House saying, this is a communication I'm putting before this House. A member so-and-so is supposed to put a motion of impeachment, a notice, not a motion.
All right.
But there is a difference between a notice of motion and a motion itself, because he was to put a notice of motion to take 7 days. And that notice of motion was to go to the House Business Committee for allotment of time to be discussed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, then the opposition was that he didn't follow the procedure? Is that why he wasn't given an opportunity to speak?
Yeah.
Is this so? You didn't follow the right procedure, and you, I'm sure, know what is
as a member of the
laid
speaker's
out.
panel.
Thank you very much. If there is any member, I have a lot of respect, is one Honorable Imwatok. I'm perturbed now, the manner in which he's standing around at the events. I don't know whether he's playing to the galleries, but I know this particular motion will vindicate some of us. It is in our standing orders that a motion of impeachment of the governor under standing order number 80 and under standing order number 60. And I would like him to quote which standing orders is he using to say that such kind of a motion should be presided over by the speaker and not the deputy speaker or a member of the speaker's panel. Standing order number 60 allows us members, not from any coalition, allows us members to correct signatures. One third of
and
the
you got
signatures.
52, and you got 52 signatures.
I got not 52.
Right.
I got 56 signatures.
All right.
Of members.
Okay.
And the threshold of those signatures is supposed to be 42.
All right.
So the motion was properly in the House.
Okay.
It went to the clerk of the assembly. The clerk gave a note to in fact, by writing, not even by word of mouth or a text message, by writing, he gave it to the speaker, and the speaker, what he's supposed to do is to approve the motion.
And he did. Olamagelo did.
He did that.
Okay. So you basically...
I can prove here.
Yes, we're in agreement on that. But you say...
This particular
notice of
document...
motion, understanding order number 60.
Yes.
Signed.
It's a notice of motion.
This one is that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was a notice of motion.
Okay.
And this notice of motion, what is supposed to be done is for a member who is the sponsor of that particular motion to actually table that motion and give a notice. And that was I was to do today. So that the speaker, get me, so that the speaker can forward that particular motion to the House Business Committee.
Okay.
So that the House Business Committee can allocate time.
Okay, Bwana Nyangwara, it's clear that you say and you stand by your position that you follow the laid out procedure.
Yes.
Bwana Peter Imwatok says no. But let me just get to this, because it seems from the reactions that we have heard today that it was more a rebellion to the fact that this is a CORD MCA and he's bringing a motion against someone who is under the party.
Without consultation with the fellow MCAs from the CORD fraternity. That's the issue.
So it is, you have a problem with someone within your party bringing an issue against someone within the same party,
government.
A governor within the party.
These are government. It's like the current president of the Republic of Kenya, a same Jubilee member from the National Assembly, bringing a motion of impeachment against the president without consultation with his colleagues.
Okay. What if...
And also what you are saying here, the procedure was not followed.
Okay.
Basically, the speaker of the day, he's been a speaker yesterday but one. Yesterday was our speaker because he's a member of the speaker's panel.
Yes.
He was there. He knows the procedure. Whenever such a magnitude of motion comes into play, first of all, to notify the members such a motion comes into play, the speaker has to read a communication.
All right.
But for us, the speaker for today was on the chair, had no communication on that.
Okay.
So he could not force the motion through.
All right, Bwana Imwatok, let's say that, and Bwana Samuel, let's say that he does follow the procedure and on next Thursday he comes back, and that's what he said. He'll be back on Thursday with the same motion.
Tuesday, in fact, not Thursday.
All right.
Very far.
All right. If there is some facts to really look into in terms of impropriety by the governor of Nairobi, which is what he's pushing forward, corruption basically, would you be okay with it after he follows the procedure?
For us, as ODM in the House and the Party for Democracy, CORD, we believe in transparency and accountability.
Yes.
That's why you see our party leader always fighting accountability.
So why wouldn't you let this process go through?
What we are perturbed in a way, we respect what our member is. He's a member of the Speaker's panel. What we want him to come before us as his colleagues and say, guys, I'm going to table this motion. It's a procedure. There's a time I tried to table another motion. I was told, no, Mheshimiwa, you cannot table this motion. But until then, we consult widely and understand what are these issues.
So it's not just because it's against Kidero.
It's not just about against Kidero.
Okay.
He was basically forcing a motion without a procedure to the House.
Bwana Samuel, what are the highlights, the issues that you're bringing out or bringing forth against Kidero?
First and foremost, let me correct my friend here that any motion, and he is actually complaining out of nowhere. I would like even him to state under which standing order or the constitution that we are supposed to do.
Let me educate him a little bit. The impeachment of a governor is under Article 33 of the County Government Act. And it's very clear the procedure to be followed. To the latter, I can read for you the last one, which speaks about on that particular, before they give...
Really quick.
Let me go through it.
All right, just as he goes through it.
The speaker can decide. It does not say the deputy speaker. It does not say the member of the speaker's panel. It does say the speaker on that day of tabling or not a notice of motion can decide whether the notice of motion to proceed or not to proceed.
Okay.
So for the deputy speaker himself who was in the chair today, he was not aware of what was going on.
Olamagelo was not aware.
Olamagelo was not there. The deputy speaker was on the chair.
Okay. Let me. He said that he wants to teach me, but I'm actually disappointed by my good friend here.
You're not happy with the lesson. You're not happy with the lesson.
Because one.
And we're out of time. I need you to tell us the highlights of your.
We want to talk about the speaker.
Okay.
even if it is a member who has been voted, just a minute, even if it is a member who has been voted to chair that particular day, you cannot call him a member voted to chair. That member is a speaker.
Okay.
And today, whoever we had, I know he's a deputy speaker, yes, but in the House, he is the speaker of the day.
In the same way that you've also sat as a speaker.
The speaker of the day has the right to allow any motion.
And he normally addresses me as the speaker wherever I'm in.
But you see, he has to allow me to address him.
All right.
But if the other speaker does not
some order here. I really need you to give us the highlights of what you are bringing against the Nairobi governor, because we're out of time.
My good friend, I want to tell you this, that the issues I've raised here,
okay,
the issues are purely for the members of the County Assembly of Nairobi to discuss them.
Well, not for the residents of Nairobi to also know.
Just a minute. To debate. Allow me to finish my statement first.
Okay.
To debate them in the assembly. One, I want to condemn the incident that happened in the assembly.
All right.
Because those members who are supposed to allow me move this motion, wait for allocation of time, so that we can debate.
What are the issues?
They defend whatever they want to defend. But because they knew that these issues that I've raised are factual.
Okay.
They don't have any other defense. They will not allow. The debate. I want to start with the issue number one. When we came in 2013 as members of the County Assembly, indeed we found a debt of 12 million Kenya shillings. Yeah?
Okay.
And that's the amount that we got as a debt.
And now it said that it's at 42.
At the moment now, indeed, you have the facts and you know, it is 42 billion Kenya shillings.
Okay.
Within 3 years.
All right.
This is an issue that I'm raising. I want to get clarification because at no given time,
right,
and I want him to confirm here, whether we have approved any motion or bill or any communication from the governor that he should go and get what his debt.
As a speaker for this conversation, I need you to really wrap up because we're out of time.
Let me wrap up clearly. Yes. And my wrapping is very clear. And also attached to is a question. Is he a member of ODM or JAP? That's one question. Number two, Maasai is very clear. My brother here is not talking on behalf of our party, ODM. Because if you see his history recently, when we were in Mathare, in ODM rally, he was at the other side of Mathare, Jubilee. Okay. When you see people flanking him today, they are members of the Mid Society.
Well, he says on Tuesday he'll be back. On Tuesday he'll be back with the same motion.
Let him follow the procedure of the House.
Okay.
And the Speaker will give a nod.
Okay. Let me follow the procedure.
It doesn't mean when you are a member of a particular party, you lap stamp, even rubbish in that particular party.
Authoritatively confirm, are you a member of ODM or JAP?
I'm a member of ODM. Have we ever received a letter of me?
Today on your press conference, who are flanking you? Is it JAP?
Friends and members of the County Assembly.
All right.
If you receive
Bwana Samuel and Bwana Peter Imwatok, I have to bring this to order and actually wrap it up. But we'll follow through on Tuesday, as you say. You bring it back to the County Assembly, and we'll see whether this. And we'll see whether we'll really get down to the issues and not the semantics as to whether the procedure was followed and which party who is actually holding brief for.